When the opportunity strikes, the left and their celebrity brethren are happy to tarnish American symbols and American history in any way they can. Case in point, NBA champion star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who's now comparing the U.S. national anthem to songs of slavery. In a new column for The Hollywood Reporter, he writes, quote, "To the slave owners, singing slaves would drown out their own cruelty and oppression, clothe them in a coerced choir of decency. But it wasn't enough that the slaves had to sing. They had to sing their oppressors' feel-good songs. Currently, the song being demanded is the national anthem during football games." Joining me now with reaction, Project 21 co-chair Horace Cooper, along with criminal defense attorney Anthony Tall. Great to see both of you. Let's start with you, Anthony. Help me with the connection here. I'm having trouble making the connection from the national anthem to the songs of slavery.
Well, what he's saying is that generally African Americans during slavery had to sing songs, you know, to kind of show that they're happy during their, although they were oppressed and they were doing horrible labor jobs and forced labor, they were doing forced labor. So what he's saying is he's comparing the national anthem with,
well, I get that.
you know, with
Anthony, I get what he's doing. You're just restating what he says. My point is,
Right.
NFL players are playing my favorite game. I love football. And they're getting paid fairly well, some cases millions of dollars, and they love the game. So they're not being oppressed. And I know there's social justice cause. I get that. But slavery and football, that, it's just, I mean, even if you love the celebrities and you like I get that. But sometimes the left goes overboard, and the right does it too. But you lose people by going there. And I think it's sad because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, an incredible athlete, an incredible person, but I just think you lose people with making those jumps. But go ahead.
But I don't think he's going too far. I don't think he's going too far. I think all he's saying is he's just comparing, you know, you have a league where you have like 99% white owners, and then you have the president demanding that they stand up. Regardless of how much money you make, if you feel as if you're being forced to do something that is reminding you of an oppressive past.
You don't have to play. Horace, get in on this. You don't have to play football. No one's making them play football. Leave the game if you don't like what your owners and your coaches are asking you. The coaches make them run suicides every day. They don't want to do that half the time either. No one, I mean, I used to be in college sports. I didn't want to run suicides.
I think they don't mind doing that.
Well, you know, you have to do, I mean, there are rules. They sign a contract. Horace, go ahead.
Okay. The 1%ers sitting out there on the field want us to believe that their experience is the same as people who were held captive, kidnapped, brought to work, and forced and not allowed to have any freedom. That's the same. That when we honor our country with the national anthem, it's the same as when 1%ers who are paid by the 0.0001% ask them not to offend the audience, that's somehow in any way akin to slavery. What you do is you lose people. You make sure that the public doesn't watch football and that people don't join this particular crusade.
Horace, what are you talking about? Did you just hear LeBron James the other day say it doesn't matter how much money you have or who you are? When you're black in America, there's a feeling of being reminded that you're black. There's a feeling of being reminded of your history.
Ridiculous.
So don't give me that. Don't give me this about this 1%.
Ridiculous.
Don't give me this about this 1%. Horace.
Because they are the 1%.
You're not listening to me.
Because they are the 1%.
It doesn't matter if they're the 1%. If they can't walk down the street and feel dignified, it doesn't matter how much money you have.
Okay,
there are Americans,
there
are Americans, black, white, and brown, who suffer and who are deprived and who do without. And those people aren't getting any of the attention. It's not
well, guys, hold on. Let me get you guys. Hold on. No one can hear either of you, so you're both making interesting points, but no one can hear either of you. I have to ask one question, though. The piece, which is well written as a column, I might not agree with it, but it's very well crafted. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar mentions Frederick Douglass, of course, who's one of my absolute favorite historical figures. And he mentions him, but then Frederick Douglass is the same person who frequently played the Star-Spangled Banner on his violin for his family. So, you know, he frequently played it on his violin for his grandchildren in the years after the war. He said in an 1871 speech at Arlington Cemetery, if the Star-Spangled Banner floats only over free American citizens in every quarter of the land, and our country has before it a long and glorious career of justice, liberty, and civilization, we are indebted to the unselfish devotion of the noble army. I think
Laura.
using Frederick Douglass in this column is kind of misplaced, but go ahead.
No, Laura, because this isn't a zero-sum game. You can be of any race in America. That's the beauty of America. And there's sometimes where you can feel ashamed to sing the song. There's sometimes when black people are getting shot down on the streets that you don't feel as if, I'm talking about getting shot down by police, that you don't feel like that national anthem has risen to its standards. Now, obviously, during the civil rights movement, when there's certain legislation that was passed, that we lived up to our Constitution. Those were great times that we wanted to sing the national anthem.
Alveda King, we talked to today and said, you know, and she couldn't join us tonight, but Alveda said, look, you know, her uncle was extremely patriotic. And in all the marches, you see the American flag is always there. He always insisted that it be there. That was her point today. Horace.
Laura.
I agree.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and these multi-millionaire coddled individuals that rather than using their time constructively, let me finish, rather than using their time constructively to pursue whatever social justice causes they want, have decided that they hate this country so much that they will offend it when the national anthem is played.
Yeah.
That will lose.
Laura.
That is not going to persuade.
Yeah, I don't think they hate. I really don't think they hate.
This is hateful.
She's not saying that.
I don't think it comes across well to people. I don't think they hate the country. I think they're really, really got it in their minds that the police are unfair to African Americans.
If you slap your spouse, slap your spouse and you say I love them, people doubt you. If when the national anthem is being played, you act this way.
Yeah, I think it would be nice if everyone stood for the anthem and have a debate off the field. I think that's always better. But great segment.